If you are looking for a healthy, crunchy snack, these crispy baked chickpeas are about to be your new favorite. We'll season them up and bake them to golden perfection for a snack that's full of flavor and texture. Whether you're munching on them straight or adding them to salads, these chickpeas are a simple, delicious win in the kitchen. For the full ingredient list, check the description box below, but enough talking, let's get cooking. So we're gonna start off with these canned chickpeas. Here I've got 2 cans that I've drained and I've rinsed out. I let them sit in the strainer to get out any excess water, but I'm gonna take one extra step. I'm gonna spread these out on the baking tray that I have some paper towel on top, and that's gonna help absorb any excess moisture, because the drier these chickpeas are to start, the more likely they are to get crispy. So I'm just gonna throw these on the baking tray, and this is the same baking tray that we're going to use to bake them, but I'm just gonna take these and spread these out on the baking sheet and let the paper towel absorb any of the excess moisture and let these dry out for a little bit. You can let these air dry for a little bit, but we're just gonna let them sit here. And I'm also just gonna take a piece of paper towel and just give them a quick dry on top. And remember, these are already pre-cooked in the can, so we don't wanna mush them around too much. As long as I can remove some of the moisture and make sure that they're not very wet, that's probably enough. But the drier they are, the crispier they can get. And that's true for anything that we're cooking. So we're gonna take these chickpeas and we're gonna push them inside the bowl, just making sure that I'm not damaging them or dropping any of them on the floor. I'm glad we did that step because this paper towel absorbed a decent amount of moisture. It's kind of wet. We're gonna make a spice mix and we're gonna flavor them a little later, but I'm gonna start off with just some olive oil, some salt, and some pepper. The reason we're not putting the flavor seasoning on now is it has a tendency to burn, so we're gonna cook them first, we're gonna get them crispy, and then we're gonna season them. Nice heavy pinch of salt or 2, and a little fresh ground black pepper. So now let's give these a mix, and I'm just gonna mix them with my hands. It's probably the most gentle way that I can do it, because I wanna get them coated with the olive oil, the salt, and the pepper, but I don't wanna damage them. So once these are all well coated, we're gonna transfer them back over to the baking tray. This time I put a piece of parchment paper to make it non-stick. And we're gonna spread them out just by giving them a nice shake. If they need any additional spreading out, I'll get in there with my hands. But the more room and the more spread out they are, the better. I find that about 2 regular 15-ounce cans can fit on a standard side baking tray with enough room that they crisp up without being overcrowded, so they don't get kind of crispy. We want these things to get nice and crispy. And you can do this recipe in the air fryer. I'm just doing this in the oven with the convection setting on. I got my oven preheated to 400 degrees and the convection setting is on. You can do this in the air fryer, but the air fryer, I don't get enough volume in there, so I prefer to do it in the oven with the convection setting on. So these are gonna go in the oven for about 40 minutes. Every 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna shake the tray around just to move them around so they all get nice and evenly crispy. So while those are getting crispy in the oven, let's make our spice mix. I'm trying to go with a healthy-ish, nacho-y, cheesy kind of flavor. So let me show you a blend of spices that I like to kind of get that nacho, cheesy, kind of Dorito-ish kind of flavor. So the first ingredient we're gonna put in there is gonna be some of this nutritional yeast. So this nutritional yeast is a great way to add cheese flavor without adding any extra cheese. By itself, it's not great, but I find that when it's mixed with spices and a little salt, it really has a great flavor. And like I said, it's no cheese. And let's be honest, we're making crispy chickpeas. We want it to be a little on the healthy-ish side. So let's add a couple of tablespoons of this nutritional yeast. Next up is gonna be some of my base seasoning. This is a blend of garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. I'm almost about fresh out of this stuff, but I would say there's probably about a tablespoon or 2 in there. But this has garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. So you can add those things individually, or you can just make some of my base seasoning and throw that in there. Next up is gonna be some dried cumin. Now we're gonna add some chili powder. I'm choosing to do some ancho chili powder. You can use just regular chili powder too. Now some smoked paprika. It's gonna add a nice smoky flavor and that red orangish color. And now probably for a little bit more color than flavor, we're gonna add some turmeric. So that's gonna balance out that smoked paprika, and it's gonna take it the red and make it a little bit more orangish to kind of signify that nacho cheesy goodness that gets on your fingers after you're done eating Doritos. And now with a whisk to break up any clumps, we're gonna give this a mix. If I see any clumps in there, like from the base seasoning or the nutritional yeast or Turmeric tends to get a little clumpy too. I'm just gonna break those up with the whisk and try to make this all nice and uniform. That's all we need to do for this. So now every 10 minutes or so, we're gonna open up the oven, shake the pan around, move around the chickpeas, and we're checking on them. So I said about 40 minutes, so it might take 40 minutes, it might take 35, it might take 45, but as you're getting closer to the end, use your eyes and see if the chickpeas are getting nice and golden on the outside without getting burnt. So after about 10 minutes, these are still far from crispy. I mean, they start to get a little bit of color, but not much. So I'm just gonna give them just a little bit of a shake like that, and right back in the oven that they go. So you can see that they're a little bit more brown and a little bit more crispy. You know, that's 20 minutes total. Let's see what they look like after the next 10 minutes, and then we'll decide how much longer that these are gonna take, but these are starting to get close. You know, if we test one out, a little crispy, but can get way crispier. So now these are starting to look pretty crispy. See how they're starting to get a little golden brown? Even some of the smaller ones are a little like darker. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our seasoning. I'm gonna sprinkle this on top and season these right before they go back in the oven for another maybe like 5 minutes, because these are really close. So I'm gonna give these just a light sprinkle. I'm gonna put on a little bit more after, but I like to cook a little bit of it. It helps mellow out some of the flavors. And then we're gonna do our same shake around. And here we can also just give it just a light spray of the oil so any of those dried exposed spices don't burn. In the oven for maybe 5 more minutes. All right, these chickpeas are looking mighty crispy and mighty golden. So while they're still hot, we're gonna take some more of that spice seasoning and sprinkle them on top. The heat's gonna help the spices to stick to these chickpeas while they're cooling down and get nice and crispy. I'm making sure I'm just getting a little bit on each one of these. And when they're also spread out too, it's far easier to get a nice even seasoning on all of them. And also too, like any of the seasoning that's hitting the baking sheet, once I give it a little shake, that'll start to grab up any of those spices. So we're gonna let these sit for about 5-10 minutes, let them cool down before we eat them. You don't eat chips like when they're hot. So you want them to like cool down so they're room temperature, and when they hit room temperature, that's when they reach maximum crispiness. So now that these have cooled down a bit, I can feel that they're really crunchy. These taste unbelievable. I really like the seasoning, and you can season them as much as you'd like. You can even sprinkle on a little bit more right before I put them inside the bowl while it's nice and easy to season them. And you can also adjust for your salt preference too. Some people are avoiding salt, some people like, you know, their snacks to be extra salty, but you do what's right for you. So now using the aluminum foil and the parchment paper, I'll transfer these over to our snacking bowl. And just like that, crispy, delicious chickpeas. I mean, this was done so fast and so easy, and these things are so good. And you can save these inside of a container. You don't even have to put them in the fridge or just leave them out. And they'll stay crispy for a couple days, but these are not gonna last. When you put these out, I promise you, you will get to the bottom of the bowl no problem. These are so good, so crispy. They're relatively healthy, all natural. I mean, what more could you ask for out of a healthy snack? I'm gonna snack on these for a little bit, and while I'm doing that, you can check out my roasted pumpkin seed recipe. That is a really nice, really similar recipe to make an all natural, healthy, crunchy, and delicious snack. I'll see you there. Thanks.